The new head of Homeland Security was in San Diego today, checking out the border with Mexico.
Yeah, many people believe it is the most secure section of the entire border because of its formidable walls and high-tech surveillance gear there. Okay, KCAL9's Bryan is live tonight at San Ysidro border crossing in San Diego with the very latest. Dave?
Hey, Jeff and Lena, we're just a few hundred yards from the border. You can see the wall behind me here. The man who's now in charge of securing the border was here, as you mentioned, in the San Diego area today. And one of the things that was talked about was the wall behind me, the San Diego border wall, which in many cases is believed to be the most effective wall in the country and could be a model for the walls being built along other parts of the border. Homeland Security Secretary John Kelly, shaking hands with local customs officers in the background of this shot, took a short walking tour of the California-Mexico border, surrounded by uniformed officers and plainclothes security.
The good news is, as I say, the relationship between federal government and local, well, here in San Diego, very, very strong.
The fact is, the San Diego border wall, 3 walls thick in some areas and monitored by all the bells and whistles, has become the poster child for walls that will now be built across much of the rest of the border. Border intrusions in the walled section here have become dramatically decreased. But at a brief news conference this evening, Secretary Kelly was asked about the fact that some drug cartels are still getting through the wall by tunneling under the wall.
The fact that they're tunneling under it goes to the effectiveness of not just the wall, the physical barrier that already exists here in San Diego, but goes to the effectiveness of the men and women that then back that wall, patrol that wall. So I would argue that the fact that they're spending huge amounts of money to tunnel underneath the wall tells you that they can't get through it.
And Secretary Kelly also talked about President Trump, who has ordered the wall be built along the border with Mexico.
Unlike a lot of candidates for public office, he's actually doing what he said he was going to do, or he's trying to do what he said he was going to do.
Well, now, of course, as we said, you know, this was not Secretary Kelly's first visit to the border. In fact, during the last week, he was in Texas and Arizona doing similar trips. But on those trips, the governors of the 2 states, Texas and Arizona, met with Secretary Kelly about the border issues. But Governor Brown was not here today to meet with the new security secretary. Lena, Jeff, back to you.